Josh, you've just been doing a one-to-one coaching session on your seam bowling. What key things were you working on?
Mostly alignment, a lot with cones and poles, keeping my body upright, not falling away, keeping it all aligned to the target.
I guess alignment's a key point. So why is alignment important in relation to your bowling?
Especially in my case at the moment, I've got a slight back injury. So if I'm not aligned and falling away, that can cause quite a lot of damage, especially at a later age. So
have you gone through a bit of a video process where you've been able to see yourself bowling?
Yeah, with my coach, we've been doing quite a lot over the past month.
How's that helped you to develop?
Yeah,
the player?
It helps because it makes you realise from an outside view how you're getting on. Whereas when you're kind of bowling on your own, you can't see yourself, so you don't know what extent you're doing things to. Like, for instance, leaning over, you don't know actually how far you are until you see yourself.
How does the coach help you to develop?
He gives me a lot of hints, makes me think about things, and also helps with the drills.
In terms of hints, what type of hints?
So
that's an interesting word.
It makes me think about what I'm actually doing. Instead of running up and bowling 10 balls through a drill pointlessly, he'll make me think, why am I doing this? Why is this helping me? To hopefully overall improve my game in the future.
So when you're bowling in a game situation,
Yeah.
you've done all your training and practices. What type of thought process do you go to when you're actually bowling out there in the middle?
In the past, I've been prone to, again, not really thinking about it, but especially in the past year, I've tried to focus more ball by ball, especially in the run-up, step by step, trying to execute, especially the run-up. If I execute my run-up well, the end result of the ball should be better than if I wasn't focusing fully.
So what would be the basics of bowling from your point of view, from the run-up to back foot contact? What was the simple messages that you would probably say to other bowlers or to coaches?
I think break it down into, I'd say, 3 stages. Your run-up, so that's straight from the end of your run-up to the crease. Your delivery stride, so that involves your jump, stride length, release point, and then your follow through, so where you end up, what course you take. So for instance, some bowlers come off the strip widely, some follow through directly to the batsman, so it's all about, I think, about preference.
Okay. So I guess alignment's important, which you're working on, and balance.
Yeah.
What's your view about rhythm? Because that's been mentioned a couple of
Rhythm.
times.
I tend to have days where I'd be in rhythm fairly well, and then days where I'd have atrocious rhythm. Like, I've been prone in my run-ups to stutter quite a lot. Again, that would affect your rhythm quite badly, and also with falling away on my back. If days where I know my back's bothering me, my rhythm wouldn't be a good thing for me, because it would play on my mind, make me think negatively. So yeah.
So coming back to the role of a coach,
Yeah.
what do you believe role of a coach is, and what do you think a good coach generally does to help you develop?
I think one thing, especially when Nick came in, he sat us all down and made us realise what we were doing and why we were doing it. I mean, in the past, we've kind of turned up at a session and done our drills and gone home, whereas Nick told us actually last Sunday he's not going to tell us what to do anymore. He's questioning us, making us learn more about ourselves and more about our game, which I think helps you progress as a cricketer. Not only being told what to do, but you have to think for yourself, because in a game situation, you're not going to have Nick on your right shoulder telling you what to do. So it makes you think about things a bit more, which I think helps you, especially getting older, just more independent about your learning. So meaning you can progress further, I think, in your career or kind of game aspect.
It sounds like you take a lot of ownership and leadership about your own development.
Yeah, he likes a lot of input. So say if he was designing drills for us, he'd like us to input rather than he sits down, gives us a piece of paper and tells us what to do. He likes a lot of input, which I think is good, because again, you're learning more about your own game rather than someone telling you what it is.